Jerry Carter's roots in Texas and home building run deep and wide. In 1898, Jerry's great-grandparents built a dog trot, hand-hewn log cabin in Van Zandt County. Today, this home is a registered landmark with the Texas Historical Commission, and his personal ancestors lived most of their lives in a home where the original legal issuer of the property was the Republic of Texas, signed by the President of the Republic, Anson Jones, and dated 1846. However, Jerry's personal legacy began when his family moved from Dallas to Garland in 1949. Jerry was only a few months old, but his family immediately became pillars of the community and leaders during the post-World War II suburban expansion. Margie and Jerry Carter Sr. volunteered on city boards, park commissions, sports authorities, bond committees, and other civic organizations. By watching his father, Jerry learned how to navigate the bureaucracies and politics to work with city leaders. This skill would prove valuable and a hallmark of Jerry's career. As he says, be part of the solution, not part of the problem. Jerry's professional career began at the age of 12 when he began working at his dad's successful paint contracting company. In his life, Jerry has never pulled a paycheck that wasn't signed by a Carter. In 1971, he graduated with a degree in electrical engineering from the University of Texas at Arlington and returned to Garland to build and remodel homes from the experience that he had gained from the builders and artisans that he grew up with. Jerry Carter Homes was so successful that Jerry's father sold his paint contracting business and came to work with Jerry building homes. Shortly after starting the business, Jerry was approached by his lumber salesman and Mike Mahaffey, a fellow builder and incoming president of the Dallas Builders Association. They persuaded Jerry to join the association, and as they say, the rest is history. Jerry's membership in the association led him to participate in policy-making activities from his hometown to the state capitol in Austin and to the halls of Congress in Washington, D.C., and cities across our nation. While Jerry's career, HBA service, and resume over the past 40 years are extensive, we'd like to highlight his most significant and impactful work. Since 1977, he has served on numerous boards and committees with the City of Garland, including the Housing Standards Board, Building and Fire Codes Advisory and Appeals Board, Bond Study Committees, Zoning Ordinance Review Committee, and Single Family Development Standard Committee, to name a few. However, and most importantly, Jerry worked with the City of Garland staff and other stakeholders to create the first approved and adopted method of meeting the International Energy Conservation Code. This effort superseded the federal Energy Star program and was later used to develop a statewide program with the Texas Comptroller's State Energy Conservation Office. This program is still in existence today and serves as a model for the state. In Dallas and within NAHB and TAB, Jerry is known for his parliamentary acumen. He has educated and encouraged the membership many times on the use of Robert's Rules of Order. This has allowed the association's committees and boards to run more smoothly and enabled more people to participate in the policy-making process without feeling intimidated or left out. This increased participation by the membership has led to better decision-making practices by the Federation. Over 20 years ago, the Texas Association of Builders embarked on an ambitious plan to solve construction defect disputes and the accompanying litigation crisis in Texas. As part of that effort, Jerry co-chaired the TAB Building Standards Task Force that created the defined construction performance standards that were used in the formation of House Bill 730. That legislation was the first adopted statewide right-to-repair law ever adopted in our state. Before this, there was no standardized method of determining the limits of liability of builders. These performance standards are still used today in the TAB contracts, are the basis for general liability insurance policies written in the state, and remain the standard by which all contested construction issues are resolved. Not only have the builders in Texas reaped the benefits from Jerry's efforts, But across the nation, builders have benefited from his leadership with the EPA on stormwater compliance. TAB, the EPA, and TCEQ designed a streamlined system of enforcement of the federal stormwater regulations. Through educating builders and developers on better stormwater management systems and more equitable enforcement practices by the EPA, builders and developers have saved hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines. This was a first-of-its-kind program with the EPA. Additionally, Jerry has served for over 3 decades on NAHB's State and Local Government Affairs Committee. This committee reviews and allocates financial resources around the country for advocacy matters that affect housing affordability, discrimination against citizens, or hampered developments of new homes. When funding cuts were being considered for this program, Jerry vocally defended the fund. He understood the impact that the SLGA had on positive housing policy across the country. Strong family roots and being well-grounded are important to Jerry and his family. The team approach that he and Judy take is the cornerstone of their business and life. For the past 53 years, children, in-laws, parents, nieces, and nephews have worked at Jerry Carter Homes, and recently they welcomed a great-grandchild to the clan. Carter was an avid softball coach for his daughter's teams and enjoys golf, snow skiing, water skiing, and baseball. However, his real love is classic cars. Jerry owns 2 Pontiac GTO muscle cars from the 1960s. Both cars have been restored and have won Best in Show awards in local and national competitions. Among the recognition of Jerry's service over the years has been the Hugh Prather Award, given annually by the Dallas Builders Association to the builder, remodeler, or developer member who has done the most for the betterment of the greater Dallas region, and both Builder of the Year and Lifetime Achievement Awards presented by the Texas Association of Builders. He also served as president of the Dallas Builders Association in 1999 and the Texas Association of Builders in 2007. Jerry has dedicated his life to the betterment of his industry and community. He is a civic treasure to the city of Garland, the state of Texas, and the country. Generations of homeowners have him to thank for being able to afford the place that they call home.